Hey, welcome back to Over Budget Garage. Today, we're diving deeper into the OBS Chevy's interior, and this time, it's all about pulling this dash panel out. Let me show you why. All right, so here's where we're currently at. In the last episode, we removed the rest of the interior on this truck. Now, we need to tackle this dash. It currently has a lot of missing panels, mismatched colored panels, an old radio, holes in the dash where someone's added accessories at one point, scuffs, and let's be honest, the color doesn't match the interior that we're about to put back in this truck. So removing these dashes might look a little intimidating at first. Don't worry, you got this. If you take your time, you're careful with the plastic trim pieces, and you stay organized, you can get these out of here. We're gonna start by removing this gauge bezel. Then we'll shift the truck down into neutral to get the shifter out of the way. Be careful with these connectors as they're very old and brittle. Just take your time here. Now we'll move under the driver's side dash, removing the bottom knee bolster panel. Next, we're going to remove the 6 bolts around the gauge trim bezel and remove that outer bezel. After that, we'll remove the pocket where the original radio, factory radio, would have went. Now we're going to remove the gauges themselves. Be careful here for the Prindle line. This is connected to the steering column. Make sure you disconnect this before pulling that gauge out. Now we can go ahead and remove the rest of the bolts holding the gauge cluster trim panel in place and remove the rest of that trim panel. All right, so now's the point where I tell you, start marking this stuff. We're starting to get a lot of screws piling up, parts. Just mark where these screws went, put them in Ziploc bags, mark the parts so you know how to put this all back together. It makes it go really fast and really smooth when you're going to put everything back in. Next, we'll remove the radio bezel by simply pulling up on the bottom part of the plastic trim. Once that pops out, you can slide the trim down to get the top tabs out. Next, we're going to remove the ashtray panel and assembly from the dash. Now we're over on the passenger side of the dash. First thing we're going to do is remove this air vent, which is just a couple screws inside the glove box here. After that, we can simply remove the glove box door itself. Going back up to the top of the dash, remove the speaker grill covers and the speakers themselves. Now we can start taking all the screws out around the exterior of the main dash piece itself. Don't forget about the one nut that is down on the driver and passenger side kick panels. While you're down under the dash, unhook the hood release cable And then also unhook the cable for the parking brake release from the parking brake pedal and take it out of its little metal holder. And with a little patience, now you're ready to pull the dash out of the truck. This is where we need to be extremely careful. There's going to be wires attached to the back of this dash. Just go really slow, take your time. When you start feeling resistance, take a second to look. Unhook any wires that need be, any clips, any other screws or bolts that may be holding those wires in place. So there you go. Just a little bit of patience, some knowledge and troubleshooting, and a couple hours in the garage. This is something you guys can do. Before you guys leave though, I want to show you what we're putting back in this truck. Heck yeah. So we jumped online, went over to LMC Truck, got ourselves a set of new seats, the seat belts and buckles to go with them, new door panels, new carpet, and of course, a new headliner. Let's check out the audio. So we also picked up a new Pioneer double din radio, Scar SBR 8-inch woofer, new Scar speakers, a Scar amplifier, and of course all the dash kits and wiring harnesses and everything to install it. So if you guys found this video helpful, or you just like the entertainment and want to see us put all that cool stuff back in this truck, please subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our other videos. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.